Third female who has told me that she met a guy and he was telling her how he don't chase women. He like women that show that they want him.
Second day, he wanted a kiss. I ain't give it to him. Now he's saying he don't want to talk no more.
Before my husband, I was living this very independent, can't nobody tell me nothing type of life. I married, this mirror got put up to my face constantly, and I was forced to have self-awareness.
It don't matter if she cussing you out, cussing your mama out. A woman would say anything when she hurt.
Are you single by choice, or has rejection made you choose that?
What actually destroys a man internally, like his woman needs attention from other men to feel valuable.
The men, listen up. Some of us women don't overlook a man's silence. We feel it, we hear it, and we notice it. So why do you go silent, men? Because I know you don't go silent for no reason. Is it because you're exhausted from being everyone else's strength? Is it because you don't want to burden others with what you're going through or what you're carrying? Like, please tell me, I want to know. I know that you were raised to just deal with it, to hold in. But I want you to know that you deserve someone in your life who notices that shift. Someone who cares enough to ask if you're okay. And someone who creates a space for you if you're not okay, because that's okay. I appreciate you. I love you.
Yeah, right. But I'll let you know, it comes across considerate what you're doing, but men aren't, how can I say, open to what's happening nowadays, right? The reason why men are quiet is men are sick and tired of being sick and tired, right? And why would a man not be? With everything happening nowadays, men are exhausted. If we complain, we're not seen. If we complain, we're seen as complainers, right? We're seen as someone that complains, and people that complain are not doing what? They're not making money. And so what do men do? We lock ourselves in our grind, our work, whatever it is that we're doing, and we make that how we get out our frustrations, right? By going to the gym, by going hard on a project we're doing.
Sometimes being silent is the loudest thing you can ever say.
Because we have to. We have no other choice.
Still make a man feel emotional, unsafe. Most people don't understand that. A lot of women think men only care about cheating. That's surface level. What actually destroys a man internally is feeling like his woman needs attention from other men to feel valuable. Too friendly, too accessible, too open with everybody. Laughing too hard at every other joke. Replying too fast to random men. And entertaining conversations that never needed to exist. And then saying, I'm just being nice. But men understand male nature better than women do. A man knows when a man is testing your boundaries. He knows when friendliness is actually subtle flirting disguised as innocence. And what hurts isn't always the interaction itself. It's the feeling that his woman enjoys external validation too much to shut it down. Feel chosen, not competing with random men for fragments of attention from the woman he's loyal to. That slowly destroys emotional security. And the dangerous part, men rarely explain this properly. They just become quieter, colder, more emotionally detached. Because every time they bring it up, they get called insecure, controlling, jealous. So eventually they stop arguing and just start observing. And once a man starts emotionally withdrawing while physically staying, the relationship is already dying. Because respect matters more to men than most people realize. A woman who protects the relationship without being asked that gives a man peace. You see, a woman who constantly needs outside attention creates psychological tension inside the relationship. Not because he wants ownership, because exclusivity loses meaning when access feels public.
Real talk.
And no. This doesn't mean a woman should be a robot or antisocial. It just means understanding something simple. Certain behaviors invite energy that damages trust.
You know what's wild? What he's talking about, right? So many men go through that nowadays. But what happens is you have a lot of men that are in relationships that put up with nonsense. And that's something people would rather not talk about, right? They put up with bad behaviors. How do I know? Because I once did as well. Yeah, it's seen as okay. A man is gaslighted. A man is gaslighted. And that's the modern woman's superpower. I will gaslight you, make you feel insecure if you say something about it. And that leads to men doing the wrong thing by searching outside because he's being disrespected. Men take everything.
Time. Attention is neutral, especially from men. The mature woman understands this without needing everything explained word for word. And that's why the strongest relationships are usually quiet. No games, no attention seeking, no subtle disrespect disguised as personality, just mutual understanding. Because once a man feels like he has to compete for his own woman's attention, something dark starts growing inside of him. Distance. Men don't only leave because of betrayal. Sometimes they leave because peace slowly disappeared. Join the Rare Talks Discipline Room, Modern Psychology. We teach masculinity and everything you need to know about relationships. Link in bio.
All men know what's happening because that distance and that silence, it's getting louder. And you find females all across the country saying the same thing. They know men aren't playing. But the way men are acting in the streets when they see females, let me keep walking. Not because we don't like you, only because we don't want you. It's deeper than you think.
Women do not catch. That's when the nice guy just stops being nice. No warning, no speech, no big argument. One day he's just different. And that's what confuses a lot of people, because he wasn't complaining. He was just showing up, doing what he had to do, saying yes to keep everything running smooth. So when it shifts, it feels random, but it's not. It's been stacking every time he ignored what bothered him. Every time he chose peace over honesty. Every time that man overgave. And he just called it to, boom, being a good man. Until one day, something small happens. And for the first time, he doesn't override himself. He doesn't explain it away. He just sees it clear for what it is. And now, what he used to let slide, he's not doing that no more. What used to be automatic to people who did not deserve it, now they have to earn it. And that's where people start getting uncomfortable. And they will start the smear campaign, and they're going to say, oh, he changed. He's harder. He's less easygoing. He has gotten cold. He's heartless. No. He stopped confusing being tolerated with being respected. And once that clicks, he does not go back. He's not going back.
Yeah, this is what men are saying. She ain't capping. That was me. Life is easier now. I'm in that phase now. That was me 3 years ago. Recovering phase and growth phase. That's what men run to. Recovering phase, growth phase, never the same again. Recover, growth, never the same again. And I say this to men, right? If you want more information, I have to do a plug right here because it really helps, right? On how to get ahead, make extra money, or even stop what you're doing now and be able to come on this side of the world or go wherever you want and make an income and not be subject to being somewhere you don't want to be, right? Definitely reach out to me. I give consultations about how to hire people. You're hiring people for dollars and you're making thousands. And the wild thing is about that is I show within 10 minutes how you can get thousands. I even show how people are ready to hire me for hundreds of thousands right now. And I put in work to do that, right? So definitely reach out to me. I'll give you a consultation. And the good thing about this is you don't have to go to college, right? I don't charge hundreds. I charge $100. And I keep it so inexpensive because I want you guys to be able to get out there and do what it takes. Right? It's definitely worth the money. And it's not cheap. It's just that I don't want to rip people off. So definitely reach out to me. Link in the description. And I'm telling you, if you do everything I say, you'll definitely make it.
Yes, I asked for separate bills. Why? Because I didn't invite your friends. So what would I my friend though? And your friend ate all the chicken and all the drinks. Why would you have my friend take her home? I invite her. Exactly. You didn't invite me out to invite my home. No, it don't work.
Yeah. When I first saw this video, I started laughing, because she got with this man and he came across like a guy to her that may be soft or nerdy. She learned today, right? Today, that's what he showed her. Today, you gonna learn today because when I was dating in the West, a female wouldn't dare bring, could you imagine? She brought a friend saying, this dude is tricking on me, girl. And got so many guys are getting caught up with that in the West. Men are getting tired of this. So she tried it, right? It didn't work. But you know what's going to happen? She's going to try it again, something else, and then something else is going to happen. She's not going to pick up his phone calls. He's going to find out this is what happens. This is the start of it. And I know it seems like, oh, Jay, all you do is preach doom. It's not doom. All I do is preach truth.
This is now the third person, by the way, broke now, who cares? Third female who has told me that she met a guy and he was telling her how he don't chase women. He like women that show that they want him. Wait, what?
Welcome to the new world.
What is going on today? The men want to be chosen. The men want to be chased. The men want to be taken out on the dates. I don't know what is going on. And I don't know about you, but I refuse. I would never, ever, ever chase a man. In fact, I have just been told just naturally, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong, but men like to do the chasing. And so I don't know what's up with these new age pick-me's, but has anybody else experienced this? I've already got 3 of my homegirls telling me this, y'all. What is going on today? This is why I'm telling you, y'all, I would just be single before I do all of this stressful stuff that goes on in the dating world. And I mean, I live.
3 of your homegirls told you the same thing. Think about what you just said. 3 of your homegirls told you this. What is that saying? Think about it. Think about what you're saying and what you're doing before you act.
You're not single by a choice. You can't get a man to commit to you in marriage. If you're out here sleeping with every basketball player, every football player, every rapper, every CEO, you will not be a wife. And so those oftentimes are the women that say, I'm single by choice. But you're not single by a choice. You can't get a man to commit to you. He might be the person that you can call to have a good time with. He might be the person that you can sleep with. He might be the person that you get to bring to events. But if he's not committing to you, there's a reason why. I think that there are too many women that are saying, I'm choosing myself now. The truth is, they've made so many bad decisions in their past that now they don't qualify for the man they want. And so now they're like, I'm single by choice. But are you single by choice, or has rejection made you choose that?
Real talk alert.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That is the name of the game. Because it's all the lit ones. It's all the lit girls that they're not getting chosen. Like, they sold them on, oh, but if you could do what you want, that's not what a man's not looking for. A woman
I
that
feel
does
like when
whatever she
people can
wants.
learn how to be realistic with themselves.
The easiest way to say it is that a lot of women are way too loose with their bodies. I think that a lot of women are not considering right now. They're like, okay, yeah, you know, the bags, the trips, the shoes, the jewelry, yeah, all of those things, they're attractive, but that is the trade that they don't understand. The deeper trade is what you are writing off for your future.
Yeah.
Correct. I agree.
On the internet. That deeply desired connection.
Yeah. They're not searching that out. That deep connection, they could care less. And it's not gonna change. I'm one of those doomsday guys, right? Seriously. There's a reason I made the moves I made. It's not gonna change.
Out the loop, like it really don't make sense. So I'm chatting with this girl the other day, and she telling me about herself and what she do and whatnot. So I asked her, I was like, so like, what do you do? And she was like, oh, like sometimes I like to cook, sometimes I go on walks, sometimes I like to read. She telling me all these things. I said, dang, like you really well-rounded. Like that's tough as hell. Me being a curious dude, you know, my follow-up question is, what you do for your profession? Disclaimer, this is texting, not in person. She responds, she's like, okay, cool, I'm in IT. I'm like, whoa, like you're actually really smart. Like that was the first thing that came to my dome. I'm like, all right, cool. Like this girl, she's intelligente. So I'm like, cool, boom, this girl's really smart. I'm like, all right, what got you into IT? She's like, oh, not IT, I'm a it girl. Blasphemy. Blasphemy. When I tell y'all my face went,
She pretty much said the same thing this girl said. I'm lit.
from to like what is that? Like what does the it girl consist of? Like what do y'all do for a living? It's like every time I think I done caught up to the generation, I always seem to go 10 years back. And I don't know what happened whenever she said it girl, but it changed her whole demeanor. Like everything about her just like shifted. She was like, yeah, it just consists of really being that girl. First of all, I don't even date girls. I date women.
Exactly.
Fast forward, she did get unadded, never to be spoken to again. Because I'm not gonna lie, I did feel like I lost a few 100,000 chromosomes in my brain whenever she started talking.
Yeah. This is what they're getting. Oh, the men, they're acting like women. How? For having standards? That's all that happened. Men have standards now. I want you to reciprocate. So acting like a female because of that? It's not working anymore. That's what's happening. What used to work before doesn't work any longer. You ladies have to actually do some work. Welcome to your future.
My men out there who like women. Men, I need y'all to understand, anytime women are emotional beings, okay? That's the first thing I want you to get in your head. Women are emotional, right? That means we're going to fuss about, we're going to complain, we're going to be mad, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the
Just as soon as you started talking with that, denied.
day, we don't need you to be emotional back with us, okay? Stop being emotional back with women. Men are supposed to be masculine. Women are feminine. Women are emotional. Men are supposed to be tougher, okay? Your job as a man is not to be emotional back. It's not to argue back. Just think in your mind, if your girlfriend is arguing with you right now, it's because she's emotionally hurt. I want you to just think about that. I want you to just think in your head. Instead of saying, this bitch
or all that other stuff, I want you to be like, okay, she's emotional right now. My job is to calm her down and make her feel loved. Okay?
Handle
so
her.
Instead of arguing back with her, let her go out. It don't matter if she cussing you out, cussing your mama out. A woman would say anything when she hurt.
You can't make this up.
And the only reason she's saying that to you is because she love you and love you. Because the one that you need to be careful with, the woman that ain't saying, the woman that ain't complaining.
If that's the love you giving, that's the love I don't want. That's what Meta saying.
She already emotionally gone.
Man.
She don't even give a fuck. That's there for her own reasons. She don't give a fuck, right? But the woman that you need to pay attention to is that's screaming and yelling at you and mad all the time is because she's emotionally hurt. What she needs from you is for you to be like, let her vent and be like, all right, baby, I understand. Give me a hug. I love you. Give her a kiss. Tell her you love her and you understand. And after put that thing on you, she would love you. Babe, that's all. And then calm down. And then calm down. Like, damn, this nigga love me. You know what I'm saying? So don't be so quick to argue back with women. Women are emotional. Just think emotion. That means that when we're fussing and stuff, it's because we hurt. Deep down, we hurt. And we just need our man to let us vent. And then after we vent, just say some sweet. And let me tell you, you'll have that woman wrapped around your dick, finger, and toes. Okay?
What she just said was handle me. In so many words. I need a man that can handle me.
I've been dating this man for 2 days. The first day he wanted a kiss, I ain't give it to him. Second day he wanted a kiss, I ain't give it to him. Now he's saying he don't want to talk no more. Damn, nigga,
Yes.
I just met you.
You know, first I want to say that it is your body, your choice. Never feel pressured to do anything that you don't want to do. It is always, always your choice. However, let's just be honest about this. She don't like him. She don't like him. We all know this, that if a girl actually likes you, you can get that cat first link. She'll hunt you down like a lioness in the woods or in the jungle or whatever. Hello? She'll hunt you down and give you that cat. I'm talking about just giving it out. So she don't really like him, so she did just let him go and be with somebody else.
And that's for real. A man wouldn't even have to take her on a date. And more men know that. That's all, the only thing men are dealing with. They're still dealing with females in the West. That's how they're carrying it. So ladies wonder why the market is so messed up, because men have the gems now. Understand it. Is it right? No, it's not right. I would tell a man to get married. But what men know is that everybody's giving it up. So now they'll wait to find the ones who are doing it. Is it right? No. But that's the way it is.
Guarantee if it was me and another man and I did the same exact thing, it says they're gonna pick the man over me, even though I did the same thing at school.
Really?
Yes. I'm better at poker than you.
Hold on, let
Let's
me
play
get this
poker.
straight in this hypothetical. Why didn't you just finish school with engineering?
Because I didn't want to be an engineer.
Hold on, let's stop it real quick. I'll tell you why you didn't finish.
No,
Hold
because
on,
there's different
hold on.
types of engineers. That was my
That's
personal
great.
purpose.
Fantastic. Look, the difference is this. If I took a man and put him in your situation, he would have had to finish school as an engineer. You want to know why? Because men are evaluated on their title, how much they earn, what they bring to society. Women aren't. We don't have the safety net that she's been bragging about the past 30 minutes. Oh, we can go ahead and use our sexuality to get a family.
Right.
We don't have that safety net. And here's the other thing, too. If you had actually been an engineer, I guarantee you, actually, I don't even have to guarantee you, I know they would have hired you over a more qualified man.
Yep.
Why? Because engineering is a male-dominated field.
Yep.
Affirmative action is real. You're a black woman, you're Native American, and you're a female, and you're an engineer. So they would hire you even though you might not necessarily be qualified compared to the men. So what you're saying is actually incorrect.
Well, DEI is not a major issue anymore, but I understand what he's saying. And yes, men don't have that option. Seriously. The reason I went into the field I went into is because I knew it made money. And I knew I didn't have to get a degree to do it. And I know it made as much money as these degrees make. I said, what's the best option for me to take? But men always will do the harder work to get more results because we have no choice. I don't agree with how Marvin acts, but what he says is real. I don't agree with his ways, his tactics he uses. A lot of it's clickbait, but not clickbait, but to get you to click. You see stuff like this, men are gonna watch it. This gets you popular. And that's the way that society works. They click things, they're gonna be like, but are they necessarily wrong? Because that's how a lot of females have got,
I've learned some things about myself being married to this man that I call my husband. Number one, I ain't always right. You see, before my husband, I was living this very independent, can't nobody tell me nothing type of life. And that was amazing. But when I got married, this mirror got put up to my face constantly, and I was forced to have self-awareness, self-reflect, and realize that I don't have all the answers and I ain't always right. Number two, I realized that people handle criticism and conflict very differently. You see, I want to process things right now. I want to figure out the resolution right now. And my husband ain't like that. He's the type of man that is respectful enough to say, I need a minute. I hear you, but I need a minute to process what you just told me because I don't want to give you an unfinished thought. You see, I had to relieve my controlling spirit to want to control him, to want to control our argument, and to want to essentially control our relationship my way. I had to learn to give my husband his space and be respectful of that.
Now, you heard what she just said. If you're a lady watching, can you do that? Most can't.
And number three, I learned that love isn't about horoscopes matching and love languages and none of that. You see, I learned with my husband that real love is surrender. Real love is stripping yourself and figuring out who you actually are, unpacking your trauma and figuring out who you are at your core so that you can be that for yourself first and then be the best version for them and your family. True love is forgiveness. True love is raw, it's real, and you don't want to miss it. You understand?
And this is the issue. Most ladies don't want real love. Most ladies are not listening to Mary J, right? Mary J, how popular? What was real love popular? What was it, in the 80s? Real love. I'm talking about real love. That's not the woman nowadays. Things have changed. Those days are over, and more men know it. That's why men are the way they are. And women across the country, they're agreeing. Men are done. And why wouldn't they be? But yeah, y'all, definitely reach out. Check out my description. That's where I have my consultations. If you want to make some money, I'm talking about real money, definitely look me up. And other than that, guys, peace out. And I put a lot of thought into these videos. So be sure to subscribe. Subscribing is free. Other than that, see you later. See you next video.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.